Landing pages should be super simple and actually only serve one purpose, either to convert a visitor to a lead or to generate a sale. So in this week's video, I'm going to talk about tips that you can use to create a highly converting landing page. So stick with me. Hi, I'm Vicki, your Plateau to Grow marketer, and we're going to talk about tips on creating a high converting landing page. But first, before we begin, let's define what a landing page is. A landing page is a standalone page apart from your website that has copy, calls to action that help drive visitors to take a particular action. That could be to click and become a lead or click and buy if you are running an e-commerce site. So your copy should be simple, to the point, but yet attractive enough to get your visitors to take the action. So keep in mind that when I say it's super simple and it's a standalone page, you can create landing pages for your website. The simple part is all about not having the navigation or any other menus or any other options available to them when they land on that page. Reason being is you don't want to distract them and have them leave that page, right? You've either spent money on a pay-per-click campaign to drive traffic to that page, or you're driving organic traffic there through your social media or just your marketing strategies. And if you're driving traffic to that page, you want to keep them on that page. Okay, one more quick definition or terminology lesson just to be on the same page, that conversions are the number of visitors that convert to a lead or a sale. So let's say you have 100 visitors to that landing page and you have one person that clicks through. Your conversion rate then is 1%. Ultimately, you're going to want to increase your conversion rate, right? And have more people click through and take that desired action that you want them to. So that's all contingent upon the design, the copy, how enticing it is, and even taking it a step back and looking at the marketing message that you use to create and drive traffic to that landing page. So the more authentic, the more accurate, the more attractive your marketing messages are to drive traffic to that page, and you're following through with what you're promising is actually on that page, the higher your conversion rates are going to be. So let's go ahead and look at those tips for building a high converting landing page. The first tip I have for you is your headline. That is the first thing visitors will see when they land on your landing page. Looking at a statistic, because we like to validate with numbers, right? The average conversion rate for landing pages is just under 10%. According to Unbounce, it's 9.7%. 90% of those visitors on your landing page will continue to read on and get to the call to action. So that can help solidify and give you some frame of reference as to the importance your headline has as to the conversion rate that you might be able to expect. So looking at your headline, that being the first thing that someone sees on that landing page, you need to make sure that it's attractive, it is engaging, it's inviting, and it invites them to just continue reading and helping them navigate that landing page. The second tip I have for you is showing your credibility. Now, a lot of people think of that as showing your history and work that you've done and years that you worked at particular places or in particular industries. And really on landing pages, it goes a lot farther than that. And it's a lot easier than you might think, especially if you're just starting out. So ways that you can demonstrate your credibility: if you've been published in publications, that's a great way to show that you're credible. If you haven't, then you can demonstrate your expertise in your particular industry. If you have statistics or if you have anything relevant that someone can very quickly see on your landing page that demonstrates you're credible and they should continue reading and continue considering clicking that call to action button to generate a lead for you, then you'll want to make sure that you're including that, but make it short, succinct, and it captures their attention so they can skim it, see it, and validate that you're a credible source. Another way that you can do that too is to make sure that your landing page itself is well designed and it's well laid out so that it's easy to use. And consider how that looks based on your perception that you want people to have of your business. If your landing page isn't developed well, that's likely going to be the perception that those visitors have of your business. So you want to make sure that it's created in a nice design, it's got an easy flow to navigate, and it's inviting to encourage them to go ahead and click that call to action button and continue their journey with you. The third tip I have is anticipating any potential objections that your visitors might have as they're reading through your content, or that they might have just landing on that particular landing page. So an example would be that if it's a monthly membership type site, and that's what you're wanting to encourage people to purchase, you may want to put as a anxiety reducer in your content that it's not a lifelong commitment, right? So it's something that they can cancel anytime. So you want to make sure that you bullet that out. If you have 24/7 support systems in place through bots or through Messenger or whatever the method is, just give them that ease of mind, that peace of mind that whatever that objection is, you're handling it up front. So when they click that call to action and commit to purchasing and doing business with you, they have that added confidence that they're making the right decision. So just bullet it out, no credit card needed to sign up. You got 24/7 support and you can cancel at any time. That's going to go a long way versus if you don't include it, and it actually might increase your conversion rates as well. The fourth tip I have, and probably one of the most important ones, actually they're all important, who are we kidding? But you want to make sure that you have the information that they are seeking. So if they're looking for a business coach and you're talking about kids' toys, then obviously that's not going to go over very well because you're not following through with what you said you were going to provide to them on that particular landing page. So you want to make sure that you give as much information as possible without overwhelming them. And it needs to be quick and to the point. So if they skim that page, they have a great idea of what you're offering, what the details are, and giving them that confidence that if they go ahead and click that call to action button, that they're going to get what you're telling them they're going to get. The fifth tip I have for you is to include some type of social proof in your content. So this could be testimonials, this could be recommendations, this could be feedback that someone left either on your website or on like a Google review. So if they're talking about that particular product or service, then it's better to include more relevant testimonials and social proof than to just put generic information. But if you're just starting out and you don't have something specific for that product or service that you're selling on that landing page, then having some type of testimonial or social proof will go a long way. And the last tip I have for you on creating high conversion landing pages is to include an easy to use, easy to navigate landing page. The last thing you want is for someone to visit your page, be excited about the content, actually doing business with you, and then create a not so great user experience on the landing page. That might also show them what they could expect in working with you and your company. And if that's not the case, then you want to make sure that you think through the layout and the design and ultimately the experience or navigation they can expect in using that particular landing page. So make sure what they're experiencing is what they're going to experience on the other side once they choose to do business with you. Let me show you a couple of examples. I had mentioned earlier that you could go to Google and do a search on anything really, and click on one of the ads to see different examples and different types of landing pages. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Okay, so I'm on Google and let's go ahead and type in here business coaching and see what happens. So we've got 4 ads here. Let's go into this first one and see what that looks like. So remember I had said that landing pages are going to be single pages, and this one is not. This is actually going to their website. So this is not the most ideal example for a landing page because this is going to automatically give people choices to not click through to what I'm assuming is supposed to be begin your journey now. I can go and look at coaching system, book a session, my process. I can now get off of this page which then is going to decrease my conversion and actually decrease the chances of converting that person to a lead or a sale. So let's go back and take a look at a different one. Landing page. Let's go here. Business coaching. Let's see what happens here. Now we've got a single page that's not tied to a website. Or if it is, you don't have the navigation or menu anywhere. This is very focused on the intent. It's a catchy headline, catchy header. What is business coaching anyway? Sure, I want to go here and see what it is. Here's what you'll find inside, and they automatically have the lead capture form on the right hand side, so you don't even have to do much scrolling. If you do, then that's pretty much all there is. So it's a very simple or basic landing page, but you know what? It does most of the trick. Okay, so let's click on this mindset coach, Elizabeth, and we go to a landing page, and this covers a lot of what we were just talking about. So it's got a header. It's going to draw your attention in need of up-leveling your life or business. Yes, that's what I'm here for, right? I've got a photo that creates some credibility. I know this is a real person, most likely. It's giving some information. Free discovery session is in caps, which is going to increase my interest, right? Because that's something that I'm interested in knowing, is whether or not this is going to be a paid service, or if there's an opportunity to get to know this person ahead of time. So here is some credibility about her as well. Book a session. Now I would have put a call to action up here a little bit higher, just so that if this was enough information for me, I could click on the book a session link and go ahead and start that process, because she's done a really good job of having the appropriate information and relevant information, take action information at the top of her landing page. So this would be a really good opportunity to have a call to action button. But as you're scrolling through here and reading more information, you can see here that here's a book a session call to action. So this is going to have better lead conversion than a page that also has the menu navigations at the top or goes to a website, because I'm 100% focused on this page, this message, and taking the action that she wants me to take because I'm here. So here is our social proof. She's got a testimonial from Krista Quinn. And then she has, here's what you can expect. Here's how you can book your appointment in 3 simple steps. So I know it's not going to be this long, daunting process. And I also know it's going to be 25 minutes. It's going to be web conferencing, and I can go ahead and schedule based on what works for me. Here's another piece of social proof. And she just continues more information about her, what you can expect in working with her, another call to action, and a form if you want to connect with Elizabeth. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to hit like and then subscribe and that bell notification so you know when new videos are uploaded every week. Thank you so much for being here. And until next time, I'm Vicki Carroll. Make today great.